Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to a brand new video of Just Another Guy on the Internet. We're here again with another Minecraft map review. This time we're going to be reviewing the RMS Campania. This was also made by CreeperCraftCity, and this is actually a older model, so there's a little bit less detail, and it could also be a little bit less accurate as well. But I still want to review it, particularly because I do like this liner. And this is from Cunard. And yeah, so the exterior, well, there seems to be some rigging missing. This is not all of the rigging that's on the ship, because I do have a rigging plan, and there seems to be some stuff missing. Another thing is the funnels, they're red, but it should be more of an orange, the Cunard orange. And there could also be some deck details missing. The decks look a little bare. But other than that, it looks really good actually. I like the shape of it. So, yeah. So just get a closer look at it here. Yeah. The forecastle is pretty detailed. That looks pretty good. Alright. Just get a look at the superstructure. And so let's start with the bridge. It's a flying bridge design. So, you got the telegraphs and everything. And the wheelhouse, which is pretty small. Chart room, and that's all that's really up here. So let's go down. I got a skylight. Actually, two skylights. Yeah, not much up here, but down here on the shade deck, which is what the plans call this deck as. I would have thought it was the boat deck, because that's where the lifeboats are. So at the very front, you got the captain's quarters. You do have some charts as well. Yeah, here's the captain. Pretty nice room, you know, private bath, bedroom. Let's see, so Chief Officer is also here as well. Back here is more officers, yeah, Second Officer, First Officer, and kind of the officers' mess, or smoke room, or both. I forgot what this was. Yeah, Third Officer. You got stairs going down to the Promenade Deck, we'll get to that later. You got winches, you got, yeah, funnels, vents, lots of vents. You got skylights, which we'll be getting to those rooms very shortly. Yeah, just more skylights. There's really not much going up here. Lots of skylights. Some of these looking down to the first class areas, some of these actually going down to the boiler rooms. That's the engine hatch right there, actually. So, flying over second class. Yeah, you got masts. Here's the docking bridge, which is a pretty interesting design, because it's on the deck house right here. It's not an actual bridge. And here at the stern, yeah, not much going on. So, going down to the Promenade Deck, this is where you'll find the main first class areas, first class entrance, yeah. Let's go all the way forward. Stairs to boat deck. So yeah, this is a staircase that leads up to the boat deck, or shade deck. Light tower. Yeah, you have these Morse lamps here. So yeah, ready to check out the forecastle, so let's go into first class. You have staircase. This is not the main first class staircase. So at the very front is the library, first class library. It looks pretty good. Oh, there's a photo taken of this room. right about here. And it's got these like little seat areas. And yeah, made of wood, because a lot of the ship was made of wood, according to a few articles I've read. So you got bath, yeah, so this is the actual first class accommodation. So on the two highest decks, you'll find the nicest first class cabins. Although they look pretty bare here. Which is alright, because I haven't found any photos of these cabins, so I'm not really sure, what they look like, except for the furniture placement. So, yeah. The assembly hall, so yeah, this is kind of the main first class area to kind of hang out in. It's also the biggest and probably grandest as well. It's got this thing here, not really sure what to call it, that overlooks the dining saloon. Yeah, really nice. So yeah, skylight. And there's also a couple photos taken of this room and the actual like dome. So yeah, you got pianos, you got organs, lots of seating. So here you have the actual main first class staircase, which also looks correct. I know there was a photo taken, I think, on this deck or the deck below of the staircase. So yeah, skylight, you got doors leading out into the promenade, which I'm not really sure about the promenade because I saw a photo taken on one of the promenades and there's benches alongside it, so it's kind of a detail missing. So yeah. Heading aft, you got just a hallway that leads to the smoke room. So yeah, there's also a photo taken of this room. You can see it's pretty much the same style. You got, the wood and everything. As for the flooring, I'm not sure what it was. It could have been wood, it could have been carpet. I didn't get a good look at the actual photo. But yeah, it's definitely hard making these types of, older ships when you have little information to go off of, so you do have to guess, which is something that I brought up in my previous video. So yeah, you got a staircase going down to the cabins, and yeah, so that's the smoke room, and that's it. Actually, this should be, yeah, there's more cabins back here. Yeah, A deck. And yeah, that's actually it for first class. All the way back here is second class. So you got the ladies' room with a piano and clock, and stairs leading down to the dining saloon. And then you got these little walkways that lead to more second class. This is the very back, as you can see. This is where you'll find a smoke room, or smoking room, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, of course, complete with a bar. And it's got this little thing that overlooks a staircase. I know the Kaiser class, the Kaiser Wilhelm der Grosse, those ships actually had something like this in second class that overlooked the dining saloon. I did notice that a lot of some of the German liners do have the same like layout as the Cunard ships. They have like cabins in like one place, and then like a public room, and then more cabins behind that, and then another public room. So it's kind of laid out very similar. Not White Star. White Star kind of organized the areas a little bit. So yeah, that's it for the Promenade Deck. Pantry, yeah. So now let's go to the upper deck. And let's go all the way forwards. Now you got cargo hatch. Yeah. So up here you have third class entrances, And this is really crew, so, you know, crew galley. Refrigerator room. Alright. Let's see, men. The lavatory. Store. Yeah, you pretty much get it. Oh, winding engine. And steaming. You know, typical, crew areas. Firemen. Pretty small. Yeah. More firemen at the very front of the ship here. So yeah. And getting back into first class. Here we have the forward staircase. So here's pretty much, cabins. More, you know, some of the nicer, cabins. Another promenade. And just more cabins. You know, what do you want me to say? Oh, another, ladies' room. Actually, no, this is ladies' room for first class. Store, yeah. More stairs. More cabins. None of these have private baths. They're all, you know, just rooms. Oh, this one actually kind of has like a little sitting room, looks like. Yep, interior, rooms. So yeah, we're back to the main, staircase. Okay, so there's a door here. Purser's office, yeah, so this is, and here's the actual purser. Doctor, yeah. So if you have a, kind of a medical, you know, need, you would just go here. Gentleman lavatory. Wash place. And here's the barbershop. Of course. And the cloakroom. And back here, let's see, where did these stairs go? Oh yeah, so this is from the smoke room, so this is engineers. I think earlier I said it was cabins, my bad, it's actually engineers. Yeah, here you have the actual engine casing, which looks down to the engine room. We'll be getting to the engine room later. So yeah. Crawley. So this is still first class. So yeah, that just leads back up to cabins. Not much going on over here. And this should be second class. So yeah, second class entrance. Here you have the dining saloon. It's pretty small. And pantry. Engineer entrance. Does that lead to... Yeah. Out here. And back here is more second class. There is the hospital. Second class entrance. Yeah. Back up to the smoke room. Let's see, galley. Third steward. Yeah, potatoes, you know, you got a little bit of just random crew areas, you know, like the butcher and the master at arms. Oh wait, okay, lavatories, capstan engine, and lavatories at the very, very back. So, carpenter shop. So yeah, just a little bit of crew areas here, mixed in with some second class areas. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the upper deck. now we're free to head down to the, I think it's called the main deck. So actually, let's just go down here, and that should be it for the staircase, yeah. So down here you'll find more cabins, although these are some of the more, standard cabins, nothing too interesting. Lavatory, yeah, there you can see the cargo hatch. And here's some of the steerage accommodation. It's on a Campania and sister ship Lucania, it's just these dormitories. There's no like actual cabins for steerage. It's just dormitories. So you just have a bunch of beds. At the sides, there's these little eating areas and some pantries. So that's really all you're gonna find for steerage. And then down here is more steerage areas close to the front. And then you have crew areas here. You got trimmers. So very similar layout to the crew areas, except they're a little bit bigger. And yeah, so where were we? We're in first class. So, yep. Not going to spend too much time here. It's just more cabins and, stuff like lockers and lavatories. Although, what is this? And here you have the dining saloon, where a few photos taken of here as well. So yeah, you have the dome. Definitely my favorite part of the ship. Yeah, this is really nice. So yeah, it's definitely laid out like a saloon. You got the long tables and everything. Main staircase. So yeah, you have the these are pantries, scullery to make the food. Oh yeah, and over here are stairs that actually lead down to the lower deck, first class accommodation. So yeah, these are the cheapest first class cabins you'll find. And there's not too much of them down here. So it's also the same on the other side. Here. Nope. Just flying through walls and everything. And yeah, the main staircase also ends down here. So yeah, heading back up. This is, actually, where is this? Engineers. Yeah, some parts of this ship can get kind of confusing. Bar. And, yeah, just, more first class cabins. Still should be in first class. Yeah, lavatories. Engine casing. So then along the sides here is, yeah, more first class. Okay. And we should be in... No, not yet. Just a lot of... Yeah, here you go. Oh, Children's Saloon. Yeah, so this is the Children's Saloon here. Crew only. Yeah, engineers. A lot of engineers. Just kind of spread out all over the place. Not really all kind of weird. Not sure if it's me that's kind of doing the tour a little weird, but... Engineer mess. Similar to the Children's Saloon. So here we are, second class. Some actual accommodation. Yeah, you got a little bit more of seating here. If there's not enough space. If it's like like booked, and just some extra space for extra passengers, pretty much. Yeah, lavatories. I would say it's, all correct, but, again, there's not too much information about the ship, especially some of, like, the actual, like, passenger, like, areas, like, like, the hallways and, cabins. Although I think there were some photos taken of the actual second class areas. So yeah, I'm a little lost, but, I'm not too familiar with the ship. I do have the basic, idea of what it was laid out. Same thing with White Star. Cunard pretty much just took a design and upscaled it. Now, I'm not even sure where we are. I want to say this is crew areas, but they're not labeled. Not sure. They could be just cheap second class accommodation. If I can just find a staircase. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. I'm guessing it's second class. So yeah, now let's go forward again, but this time we're going to go down to the Warlock Deck. And the, stuff like cargo holds and stuff. So yeah, so these areas right here, I have a deck plan of the Warlock Deck, and the cargo hatches were like enclosed and they would have a door. So yeah, that's a little mistake there. Little chain locker. Yeah, so other than that, you just kind of, it's anyone's guess what these areas would truly have looked like. Okay, so here you have the actual boiler rooms. There were two, I believe. And then in the, yeah, and then between them you would have these huge coal bunkers. At least that's what it shows on the actual plan. And then, yeah, you have the engine room. These engines look correct. There were some illustrations published of the actual, like, engines. So, yeah. And you got catwalks, even a little bit back up. Fairfield engines, number 365, 1893. Yep, because the ship was launched in 1893. And you got, I was about to say turbines, but I don't think that technology existed back then. So, that might be some type of generator. Not too sure. And then, yeah, you just got cargo holds. Again, this should be kind of, enclosed. And there's also the, this right here should be the, food storage area that's right behind the, engines. So there should be actual, like, rooms here and stuff. So, yeah, and here's the steering engine, which is underneath the, waterline, which is interesting. And, yeah, and here you have, twin, screws, two propellers. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the Campania. So yeah, in the end, it's a decent build. Maybe someday he'll update it, like he did with a lot of his older models from like 2014, 2015. So it would be pretty cool to see that. And yeah, there's the Campania. Not sure if I'm going to review his Lucania. It's pretty much the same ship with just a few differences. But there's still many, many maps I want to review, so yeah, in the end, if you like the Campania and the older Cunard liners, definitely gonna recommend this. Even with some of the mistakes, it's still a very good ship, and definitely the best Campania I think I've seen so far. So, despite its age. And yeah, guys, so thank you for watching another episode of the Minecraft map reviews. And stay tuned for the next one, and I will see you guys in the next video, so bye for now.